From KVOA, investigating for you. This is News for Tucson, live at 5:30.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being with us tonight. I'm Eric Fink. Tucson Fire Department says they responded to a 3-alarm fire at a South Tucson restaurant at the corner of 4th Avenue and 36th Street just after 1 a.m. this morning. They tell us the fire was under control about 2 hours later, but the damage is extensive. News 4 Tucson's Cristiana Ramos was out there this morning and spoke to the owners about what happened.
As you can imagine, the owners just couldn't find the words to speak to me on camera. The wound still too fresh. They're devastated. As you can see behind me, the damage that fire left behind, a hole in the center, the heart of the Crossroads Restaurant. For 85 years, the Crossroads Restaurant at the corner of 4th Avenue and 36th Street has been a staple to the Tucson community.
So when I came here, actually from the West Coast in 1980, this was one of the first restaurants that my friends brought me to.
Kelsey Barth planning to bring her friend for breakfast at the beloved restaurant Sunday morning, but finding an unrecognizable building.
Well, it was surprising. We came across the railroad tracks.
I just hope it's not a total loss. Just smelling the smell of the smoke is just, you could tell it's devastating in there.
The owners of Crossroads Restaurant say their motion detectors went off near the front door around 1 a.m. on Sunday. Moments later, the inside of the restaurant filled with smoke. Bystander Alan Gluth says he smelled the smoke while riding his bike in the neighborhood and describes what he saw.
You know, the building just suddenly went poof, and there was a big flash inside the building, and the fire just took off. It went quick. It went really quick.
Tucson Fire Department says eventually turning into a 3-alarm fire. Although no one was inside of the building at the time of the massive blaze, TFD says a South Tucson firefighter was taken to the hospital for heat exposure, but is expected to be okay. The owners, too devastated to talk on camera, telling News for Tucson the business has been at the heart of their family for 4 decades. The flames burning a hole through the center and leaving behind broken pieces. We still don't know how the fire was started. That's still being investigated, but the owners tell us that the fire wasn't in the kitchen. It was started by the front door in the center of the restaurant, where they believe there isn't anything that could have possibly sparked off a massive blaze like this one. Now, we are waiting to hear an update and confirmed information from Tucson Fire Department. We sent out an email to them, and we're just waiting to hear back. As you can see, they are busy on scene. They've been here all throughout the morning and will continue to monitor the area for those hot spots and make sure that they're cooled down so no flames will spark back up. Reporting from the south side, Cristiana Ramos, News for Tucson.